Can I put watercolor on canvas? Or can I not put watercolor on canvas? That is the question. Well, there are canvases that are designed for watercolor and you could get those, but what if they're too expensive? Which some of them are. So why go all that trouble when you could make your own canvas? You could get a reasonable canvas at your local art store, and then you could get the watercolor ground. Some companies, this is the QOR version. I fell in love with these. Basically, you could just put a light coat over the canvas, and you can leave it overnight, and then the next day or following few days later, you could create a watercolor painting over it or a water media over it. Basically, the watercolor grounds I use and I have are the light dimensional ground. This is the light dimensional ground, and it's a textured paste, and basically you just use a palette knife to get the texture. You could smooth it out, but all you have to do is add water, and it gives you like a hot pressed feel to it. I got the cold press ground, and basically it's basically stuck on. Basically use a palette knife to do this, and then you add water to smooth it out, or not if you want to keep the texture. What else do we get? We got the regular watercolor ground. We'll do hot press, and basically after you could add a little bit of water to it to smooth it out more. I recommend using a sponge brush, and you could get those anywhere and they're cheap, and you could throw them away when you're done with them. On the Daniel Smith, they have some. I only have two of the Daniel Smith ground. I have the black Daniel Smith ground, and I have the buff ground, and basically these will give you like a colored background on your watercolor. The black is very black, and the buff is buff. They have a white. Daniel Smith grounds have a white, and they have a transparent. I haven't gotten those yet to try them out, but we're going to try these out. So I'm going to show you a painting, and then I'm going to show you a video on how I put the ground on. So I created a landscape. Hope you can see it. And basically I used the coarse white cold press ground, and then let that dry, and then I put the black. And instead of covering it all up, I just painted the trees. I painted 2 trees, the stems, not all the stems, but the branches, and then I let that dry at least 24 hours. And the next day I created this painting. And when I say the transparency won't go through the black, I mean it. The purple and the blue are very transparent watercolor, but look at that glow. It really will give you that night feel thanks to the black watercolor ground I used. And then I added more branches using watercolor. And then on the ground I did put some black watercolor ground, but I didn't cover it all up. I left some white out just to give that ground covered texture. And then I used some opaque bright colors of watercolor, and I'm happy with the result. It gave me a very nice night scene. I think I'm going to make more of these. I just have to figure out what I want to make. but this would work like this, and maybe I can combine the buff and the black, or buff with white, or another black with white, and I'll try that. But yeah, if you can't get the watercolor canvas, you because of prices, you could get the watercolor ground and get a canvas that you could afford, and you try a watercolor painting on that. Basically, okay, I'm going to show you a video how I put the ground on the canvas. I put the black ground because I plan to test them out one, not at like a landscape, full body covered, and see what I can do. I know transparent watercolors will not work on the black ground, but opaque watercolors will. So I'm going to see what will happen. I think I'll do some mixed media. That will give me a test. I did a big one and a small one. So the small one will be like my test, see what I'll get out of it, and the big one will be like a finished painting. I'm got other water media art stuff that might work better, but who knows?